Good evening, race fans, and welcome to USA International Speedway for tonight's coverage brought to you by Down TV of the Grit Racing Series UMP Modifieds here from Lakeland, Florida, here at the 3/4 mile USA International Speedway. We've got a great field of UMP Modifieds ready to put on a show for you tonight. We've got 3 heat races coming up for you. Here's how heat race number 1 will line up for the green flag. Kyle Beck will start on the pole aboard the 39 machine. To his outside, in the number 96, that is Nicholas Daffern. Row number 2 to the inside will be Kyle Voringer in the 01. To his outside, perennial favorite here with the UMP Modifieds, Keith Hackney aboard the 27. Row 3 to the inside will be the 31 of Hunter Wright. To his outside, the 56 of Craig Gullickson. Row number 4 to the inside will be Taylor Wood in the 05, and his outside, Dustin Hall in the 331. And out back on the field here for heat race number 1, and it looks like maybe he will not be competing here. We had one driver that was not yet registered for competition, so it looks like he... Off and running. Off and running here with heat race number 1. As the action getting good here early on. And we have got a 3-car battle out front here for the lead. Great battle being played between Kyle Stafford and Kyle Voringer. They will work their way through turns 3 and 4, bring it down to the line here to put lap number 2 on the board. 2 laps in and 8 to go. Voringer showing the way out front. Or excuse me, Beck in the 39 showing the way out front here. Daffern rides in position number 2, Voringer in position number 3, Keith Hackney right there in position number 4. Then it's Hunter Wright. Everybody tucked into line here, single file. Everybody got plenty of racing room to work with here. As we are 4 laps into this one, now we'll cross the line halfway home. 5 in and 5 to go for your leader, Kyle Beck. Beck shown as the leader. Right behind him, though, is Nicholas Daffern, right in his tire tracks through turns 3 and 4. They will come down to the line to put lap number 6 on the board. 6 in and 4 laps to go. Does Daffern have anything for Beck? But now we've got 1 car behind him. That's Kyle Voringer in the 01 machine, making Three cars in total involved in that one. Voringer getting the worst of it as he was upside down. And that is going to bump him out of a qualifying position As they come down to the line, your leaders now with 2 laps to go. Kyle Beck aboard the number 39. Daffern is right there on the back bumper. Will Daffern be able to make a move, or is he going to have to tuck into line and follow Beck here? He can smell the exhaust coming out of the 39 car. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is in the air, and Kyle Beck will win heat race number 1. Second will be the 96 of Daffern. Third will be Hunter Wright. Craig Gullickson will make it up to position number 4, followed by Dustin Hall, Kyle Voringer, Taylor Wood, and Keith Hackney.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
Well, we're ready here for heat race number 2. And I apologize for some of the audio problems that I'm having here on my end. If you're hearing me kind of cutting in and out here, I do apologize. Seem to be having a little bit of an issue here with a Windows update that we did here in the studio here at Down TV. So my apologies if you're catching me in and out here. Trying to do the best I can to work through it for you tonight. Heat race number 2 is on the racing surface. Here's how they will go. Starting on the pole will be the 6 of Randy Crowder. To his outside is the 25 of Jarrett Murphy. And boy, what a pairing we've got there on the front row. This is going to be an exciting one for you here for heat race number 2. Row number 2 to the inside will be Logan Rourke in the 17. To his outside, Brandon Thrasher in the 28. Row 3 is Matt Everts in the 06 and Bryson Daffern in the 18. And out back on the field will be the 22 of J.D. Sassy. And the 60 of Kyle Pearson. Pace truck pulls off of the racetrack. Green flag is out, and we're off with heat race number 2. Field working their way through turns 1 and 2 and leading Omar on the outside. Good racing here, and Jarrett Murphy is going to take the lead. Murphy will lead the freight train into turns 3 and 4. They're 2 by 2 by 2 behind him for positions 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good battle back there for position. Boy, look at them. 5 cars under a blanket. 1 car had to back way out of the gas. Did not make any contact there as Crowder now solidly into position number 2. So move the 6 car up to... Oh, 2 cars making contact there. And the 17... The 17 of Logan Rourke getting the worst of that one. He'll lose several positions and a whole boatload of time. in that one. Still Murphy out front here. Crowder running in 2. Bryson Daffern and Matt Everett's putting on a show here for that final qualifying spot, position number 3. And now we've got another car getting involved there. That's Brandon Thrasher in the 28 car. And now closing in on him is Kyle Pearson in the 60. So, man, 4 cars battling for one position here. Oh, and we've got contact. There goes Pearson and Thrasher. They made contact coming off of corner number 4. And both cars nosing into the fence. And on down the line. Boy, Murphy's car in the 25 looks like it's might be pinging on him here a little bit. Is that car kind of blinking a little bit here on our live screen? We'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully the connection can stay solid there for Murphy, as he's doing a great job here with a lap and a half to go. But here comes Crowder. Crowder taking a peek down to the inside. Couldn't make it happen that time, but he is right on Murphy's back bumper off turn 4. White silk in the air, final trip around. And here goes Crowder down to the inside, but Murphy is there. Side by side off turn 2. Crowder slid the tires a little bit. And here comes the 18 machine to go by for position. So it's Murphy. Daffern now up to position number 2, and Crowder. Who's it going to be for second? It will be Daffern. Murphy will get the win. Bryson Daffern will come home in position number 2. Randy Crowder 3. Matt Everett's 4. Logan Rourke 5. Sassy in the 22. Pearson Thrasher rounding out the field. Getting you ready here for heat race number 3. Making a quick technical adjustment here. Just like the racers will make adjustments on their cars, I'm making a little adjustment here on my broadcast equipment here, so hopefully you won't have the continuous cutting out here. Seems like we're having some issues on my end transmitting here tonight. We seem to be pretty solid, but every once in a while it wants to cut out on me here, so we'll see what we can do about that. Heat number 3 on the racetrack, Justin Howard, Todd Hook. Row number 1, row 2, Eric Elmore, Daniel Mabry. Then we've got Stephen Shady, David Galloway Jr., John Lepresto, Nathan Puckett. Those are your 8 cars. Green flag is out. Field is off and racing to turn number 1. Through 1 and 2 they go for the first time, and everybody using the high, low, and middle lanes. And now we've got a side-by-side battle for the lead as Hook will drop it down to the bottom. Or excuse me, he's up top. Hook in the 23 will take the lead at the line. He's got the lead over Justin Howard. So Hook up to position number 1 down the back straightaway. Howard now falls back to 2 as Mabry in the 16 has picked up position number 2 with Howard right on his tail. Mabry in the elite chassis number 16. Oh, look out, Howard's up into the fence off turn 2. Got a little bit too high racing there with Mabry. And up into the fence he'll go, and he will drop back to position number 6. Boy, Mabry got big time loose off of turn 4. And trying to pounce on that now is David Galloway Jr. Galloway riding right through the middle, and boy, a solid line there through turns 1 and 2. Gets a nice run, but he'll have to tuck back in the line into turn number 3. Galloway got that car pointed in a big slider off turn 4. They make contact. Galloway, I think he brushed the fence just a touch, but it didn't slow him down. And Galloway will take over position number 2. Remember, no rear view mirrors here in the Hammer Down iRacing League, so a lot of these guys having to rely on their own sense in the car as to whether or not they have cleared that car they're trying to pass. And especially here in the UMP Modifieds, brought to you by the Grit Racing Series, it is very, very tricky when you're trying to make that pass and pull that slider. You really got to have confidence knowing that you're more than well past that car to complete the pass. And just as we start saying this, Galloway has very much so closed the gap on your leader. He has tracked down Todd Hook, and now he's trying to make the same move that he made work the last time to get position number 2. So Galloway right in the tire tracks of your leader off turn number 4. They'll come down and put lap number 7 on the turn 5 media lap board. 7 laps in and 3 to go. And now here comes Galloway putting the pressure on Hook down the back straightaway. He's going to ride right through that middle lane and really get that run off the corner, as it looks like Hook might be sliding the tires just a little bit off the corner. And now here comes Galloway with a big run down to the inside. Now he'll ride through the middle off turn number 2. But Hook with the momentum on the outside. Bumper to bumper into turn 3. And here goes Galloway with a big move to the inside. White flag in the air. Final trip around here for Todd Hook. Can he hold the lead, or does Galloway got something for him? Galloway with a big run into turns 1 and 2. He really backed it in there, and he'll catch a piece of the fence. Galloway's into the wall. He'll keep on going. Hopefully he can hold on to position number 2, but out front, Todd Hook survives here in heat race number 3 to get the win. Galloway will come home in position number 2. 3 will be Daniel Mabry. 4 will be Eric Elmore, and then it's Stephen Shady, Justin Howard, Nathan Puckett, and John Lepresto. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all your heat races here tonight for the Grit Racing Series UMP Modifieds. Coming up next will be our B main. B main, 8 laps in distance tonight.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
All right, here we go. B main rolling out for you here tonight. It looks like I'll have to double check with the scorers over in the tower. Scorers over in the tower next to us. I'll check with the scorers and the admin folks. I believe that all of these cars will make the A main tonight. iRacing showing that 15 cars will be taken from the B main. I've got 16 cars on my lineup, and the 16th car in the lineup is the entry that was not able to race with us tonight. So one of those cars not registered tonight, and they will not be allowed to participate according to the Hammer Down iRacing League rulebook. So I believe if all is right here on the display on iRacing, all 15 of these cars will make it to tonight's A main. Here's how they line up. Craig Gullickson, Matt Everts, row 1. Row 2, Eric Elmore, Dustin Hall. Row 3, Logan Rourke and Stephen Shady. Row 4 will be Kyle Voringer and JD Sass. Row number 5 will be Justin Howard and Taylor Wood. Row 6, Kyle Pearson and Nathan Puckett. Row number 7 will be Keith Hackney and Brandon Thrasher. And row 7, all by his lonesome, will be John Lepresto in the 29. Pace truck off the speedway. Green flag is in the air, and the B main is underway. Oh, one car caught up here on the front straightaway. Everybody avoiding disaster. A couple of cars make contact and spin in turns 1 and 2. We stay green. No yellow flags in the heat races or the B main. So we will stay green all the way through this one. And I don't believe any of the drivers here will have anything to really worry about, as I believe all these cars will make it into tonight's A. So we'll go through this 8 lap. And really, if you think about it, folks, tonight's B main is really a great test session for these drivers, because they will get an opportunity to see how much the track is changing, because the track carries over. The track state, if you're new to iRacing or you're new to the Hammer Down iRacing League, the track, iRacing actually will determine what the track state starts out as. And then it changes. It dries out, it slickens up. The groove, the preferred groove, will move around as the night goes on. And so these drivers are going to get a great opportunity here to see what this track is doing and what adjustments they might need to make before tonight's A main. Craig Gullickson continues to lead here in the 56 car. Right behind him, Eric Elmore. Elmore, a veteran here with the Hammer Down League. He's had several great runs in not only UMP modified, but sprint car action as well, and late models. Oh, your leader got it wrong into turn 3. Tried to arc it into the corner, and he caught the wall while he was trying to make his entry. And Elmore will pull right up to the back bumper. Not far behind those guys, though. We've got a battle on for positions number 4, 5, and 6. 3 cars under a blanket into turn number 3. Good battle for position there. They'll now string it out single file here. As we've got 2 laps to go. Now making a lap and a half as the field makes their way down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Off turn 4, white flag in the air. Final trip around here for your leader, Craig Gullickson in the 56. Gullickson's done a great job here tonight. One small mistake allowed Elmore to close up to the back bumper, but Gullickson has really pulled out quite a ways away now as he takes a 2, make it 3 car length advantage here at the checkered flag. So checkered flag out here for Gullickson, who will pick up the win. Second will be Eric Elmore in the 420. Third is Logan Rourke. Keith Hackney will finish in position number 4. Matt Everts 5. Kyle Pearson 6. And on down the line. So that'll now bring us up to the warm-up session before tonight's A-Main. And this truly is the last opportunity for these drivers to see what they've got here for tonight's A-Main. So a 2-minute warm-up session. And it goes quickly. We're almost already 30 seconds into the warm-up session. So these guys really only get... just taking a stab here at this. I'm going to say these guys at best can get about 4 or 5 laps here in this warm-up session. Fast time of the night tonight, our quick time qualifier went to Keith Hackney in the 27 machine. And he was our quick timer with a time of 22.739 seconds. So congratulations to Keith Hackney, our quick timer of the night. So at about 22 seconds a lap, you're probably only going to get about 4 or 5 laps here on this warm-up session. Well, give me an opportunity here to talk to you about the Grit Racing Series here as the warm-up session just about complete. And we'll get ready to give you the lineup for tonight's feature event. The Grit Racing Series, you can find them online, gritracingseries.com. A great, the racing is absolutely superb. With the Grit Racing Series, you can find them all across the Northeast. They've got several different divisions that they run. Not only the Crate Sportsman, which is based off a Northeast Dirt Modified chassis. They also have a Street Stock Series, the Fight Night Street Stock Series, and now, appropriately enough, the Now Series, a part of the Grit Racing Series fold. You can check them out. Again, gritracingseries.com for all of their information, as they will be kicking off the Now Series in 2018, a series dedicated to IMCA-style modifieds up here in the Northeast. If you're not familiar with what area they serve primarily New York and Pennsylvania. And it is feature time here at the USA International Speedway. 30 laps the distance here tonight for the Grit Racing Series UMP Modifieds. Ready to go here at USA International. Here's your starting lineup. Going away from the pole tonight in car number 23, that is David Galloway Jr. To his outside of the 18, that is Bryson Daffern. Row 2 to the inside will be Nicholas Daffern in the 96. To his outside, the 23 of Todd Hook. Jarrett Murphy in the 25 will roll away from position number 5. To his outside in the 39 will be Kyle Beck. Row 4 to the inside will be the Hunter Wright in the 31. To his outside, the Old Trot Fisherman, Randy Crowder in car number 6. Row 5 will be Daniel Mabry in the 16. To his outside, Craig Gullickson, your B-Main winner, in the 56. Then it'll be Eric Elmore and Logan Rourke, row 6. Row 7 is Keith Hackney and Matt Everts. Row 7 will be Kyle Pearson. Row 8 will be Kyle Pearson and Taylor Wood. Row number 9 will be J.D. Sass and Kyle Voringer. Row number 10 will be Stephen Shady and the 1 of Justin Howard. Row number 11 will be the 29 of John Lepresto, the 98 of Nathan Puckett. And row number 12, rounding out the field, will be Dustin Hall and Brandon Thrasher in the 28. That's your field, folks. 24 cars ready to go. 30 laps here tonight with the Grit Racing Series UMP Modifieds. USA International, thank you for hosting us here tonight. Lakeland, Florida. Couldn't ask for a better day for racing. But ladies and gentlemen, as we always say, before we take the green flag, here with the Hammer Down iRacing League, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to drop the hammer. Field storms off into turn 1 and 2, and we've got problems right off the drop of the green in turn number 1. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway. Couple of cars getting together in turn number 1. That'll put us under the first caution flag of the night here on lap number 1. 29 laps to go. Caution laps do count. Here as we work under the yellow. Field just now catching the Chevy Performance Pace Truck over in turn number 3.
User was moved to your channel.
Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a word with your leader here, David Galloway, in the 023. David, what's it going to take to stay up front all night tonight?
User was moved out of your channel.
Well, it looks like he's checking the car out here as he'll restart on the pole position. And some of the drivers here, sometimes we can make a connection with them, sometimes we can't. A lot of these guys really focused in on what they're doing here tonight. So my apologies, not able to establish a connection there with Galloway. And as they get ready for the restart, here's our first opportunity to show you the Delaware double file restart. The first place car has the front row all to themselves. Row number 2, the second place car. And third place car make up that second row, and we're back to green. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. Off of the second corner and down the back straightaway they go, and Galloway is pulled out to a 3-car length advantage, and we've got a 3-car battle here for position number 2 as the action is picking up here on lap number 5. 25 laps to go, still a long way to go, and these guys doing a great job here trying to log some laps. Get some laps up on the turn 5 media lap board. One car getting way out of shape on the outside. I think that's the 39 of Kyle Beck. He almost tagged the fence in turns 1 and 2 the last time by. As they are single file for the first 6 spots. Then after that, they really start slicing and dicing for position. Oh, a couple of cars with some big contact there off of turn 4. And that bottlenecked the whole field up on the front straightaway. Yellow flag is out. And that started way ahead of Randy Crowder, who got spun out here on the front straightaway. two cars come off the corner, and the one car, I did not catch the number, but one car made a left-hand turn off of turn 4 and really threw a hard block to protect the position, and that bottlenecked the whole field up behind them. And a car that had nothing to do with it ends up spun out here on the front straightaway. Hate to see that happen here, as we had a great green flag run going. And sometimes what's even more amazing about that is, even though these guys don't have the option of the rear view mirror, it's still amazing sometimes at some of the blocking that you see happen, even though these guys don't have the option to run the rear view mirror. And it looks like Eric Elmore in the 420 is being assessed an end-of-line penalty. I can only assume that it was determined that he was the reason or the cause of the yellow flag, but I think there was quite a Christmas gift given to a couple of those drivers ahead of him that were really doing some serious blocking here off of turn 4 that got the whole field bottlenecked up behind them. Still David Galloway out front in the lead. Nicholas Daffern and Bryson Daffern. So we've got the law office of Galloway, Daffern, and Daffern here, your top three. Galloway's going to try and lay down the law as he gets a nice jump off of turn 4. Times it perfectly. But one driver that was not going to take the bait was the 18 of Bryson Daffern. Daffern right there behind him for position. So it's Galloway, Daffern, and Daffern to turn number 1. 12 laps up on the board, 18 laps still to go. Still a long way to go, as we've got a couple of cars racing hard for position. Todd Hook, Hunter Wright battling for position. And we've got another battle for position here into turn number 1. A couple of cars about going 3 wide there for position. Oh, we got one car spun around and into the fence. 2 more cars battling with each other here off of turn 4. Yellow flag is out. Did not catch the car number there of the car that spun and hit the wall. And oh, now we've got the whole field checking up here for the pace truck. Oh, we got a couple of cars going at it here under yellow flag conditions. And now one car headed pit side after voicing their displeasure with the race car.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
So report coming from race control that is the third caution flag of the night here, so it will be a single file restart next time we take the green flag. So a single file restart this time is the call from race control.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
So let's go ahead and give you a rundown of where everybody is in the running order. David Galloway shown as your leader. Position number 2 is Bryson Daffern. Position number 3 is Nicholas Daffern. Position number 4 is Todd Hook, and rounding out the top 5 is Hunter Wright in the 31. Pace truck off the speedway in turn 4. Green flag is back out. Single file restart here with just 12 laps to go. 18 laps on the board. Everybody looks like they're going out to the outside lane. Some cars using the middle lane and kind of floating it out to the top there. Kyle Voringer takes a peek down low, says I'm not going to be able to pass anybody running the same line everybody else is. He's going to try that inside lane. Couldn't make it work that time. And so doesn't Nicholas Daffern. Daffern trying to make a move there from position number 3. Bryson Daffern running in second. It's been Galloway pretty much all the way here so far in this one. But now we've got battle on for position back here. That's for positions 5, 6, and 7. Voringer again goes down to the inside lane. Boy, he got a nice bite that time, but he could not outdo the momentum of the outside lane. Caution on the speedway. Oh, one car hard into the fence. On the back straightaway and into turn 3. That was the old trout fisherman, Randy Crowder. Hook, line, and sinker into the backstretch fence. Did not see what happened there. Just saw the 6 car airborne. Airborne, not a place you want to be in any dirt track race, let alone the tight confines of the back straightaway here at the USA International Speedway. So far, we've had 4 cautions tonight for a total of 11 laps. Lap 22 goes up on the board. We've got 8 laps to go. We're going to set up here for a nice finish here, a nice little dash to the end. Crowder headed pit side for repairs, and it looks like he should be able to return here if they can get that thing fixed up for him to get him back out. Crowder, one of the veterans here with the Hammer Down iRacing League. Runs great here with the UMP Modifieds, but I think his bread and butter is really the 360 and 410 sprint cars. That seems to be where Crowder really shines here with the Hammer Down iRacing League. Green flag back out here, setting up for a 6-lap dash. Everybody single file down the back straightaway. We'll see who the first one is to try and make a move. Oh, one car into the fence. That was your 4th place runner, Todd Hook. Hook up into the fence. He'll lose several positions. And he'll fall out of the top 5. Now he's going to try and claw back here. Actually, he'll stay in the top 5. Running right in position number 5. We'll move back up front here. Jarrett Murphy moves up into position number 4. Then it's Daffern and Daffern. Spots 2 and 3, and they are doing battle. Daffern tried to pull a big slider into turn 1. You could only get up alongside of Bryson's 18 car, as Bryson went hard on the cushion there in turn 3. Really let that car get up on the bars, and now here comes Jarrett Murphy. Oh, battle for position, and they are in the fence. Nick Daffern in the wall, and now he'll take Hook with him, and the yellow flag is out. Caution here with just 3 laps to go. And folks, we'll have to wait and see, but that might just do it, as the field has yet to catch the pace car. They crossed the line here with 2 to go. And I think that is probably going to do it. I don't think we're going to have enough laps left here to get a restart, as there's now a lap and a half to go, and they're just now catching the pace car. So Jarrett Murphy and Nick Daffern battling for position number 3. Entering the corner, it looked like they got together. Murphy had a run on the outside, and this is just my view from the tower up here in the announcer's booth. It looked like Murphy had a run on the outside lane, and with not having access to the rearview mirror, I don't think Daffern had any idea that Murphy was out there. Murphy wasn't quite up far enough that I think Daffern could see him. And when Daffern went to set in the corner, Murphy was there. The two made contact. Daffern got into the fence, and when his car spun around after hitting when his car got gathered into the fence, he tagged the right rear quarter of Todd Hook and brought him around and got involved in that one as well. Checkered flag in the air, and that's going to do it here tonight. Your winner will be David Galloway. Second will be Bryson Daffern. Jarrett Murphy will finish in position number 3. Your top 5, Hunter Wright and Keith Hackney. We'll talk to your top 3 finishers here in just a moment.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Welcome back, race fans, here to Hammer Down TV's coverage of the Grit Racing Series UMP Modifieds here from USA International. We'll talk to your top 3 finishers, and we'll start it off here with your race winner, David Galloway, in the 23 machine. David, tell us about your run tonight. And we're having a little trouble picking up what David's saying here. We'll let David make an adjustment to his settings here and see if we can get him. David, do you got a copy? Yep, we're still not able to pick up David there, so we'll give him a chance to maybe play with the settings on his audio there, and we'll talk to your second place finisher, Bryson Daffern, driver of the 18 machine. Bryson, tell me about your run tonight. Great finish tonight to finish second.
Yeah, track was really bumpy and really one lane across the top. It was just going to be, it was either I was going to have to get a big run and pull a crazy slide job on him or just sit there and ride it out.
Yeah, it seemed like the top was definitely king tonight. A couple of guys tried to make some moves down low, but at the end of the day, you couldn't really beat that outside momentum run.
No, it was really hooked up top, and once you got your momentum going, it was just you're unstoppable. You'd have to have a really big charge off the corner to get a run on somebody into the next.
How about some of the folks that help you out and help make it happen there for the 18?
My family helps out a lot. My mom, my dad, my cousin Nick and Taylor, they help me out with practice sessions, and we all do a lot of testing, bad racing, LBM racing, and that's just about it. And 01 graphics, and and Evil One graphics. They all help me out with a bunch of wraps and keep my car looking good.
Great job tonight, man. Good run there for second.
Thank you. Should have been 3 in a row, but I'll let him. We'll keep going.
All right, Bryson Daffern finishing in position number 2 tonight. And I will talk to your third place finisher, and we'll get back to David Galloway here in just a moment. But Jarrett Murphy, driver of the 25, finishes third tonight. Jarrett, you had a little bit of a run in there on the last lap before the yellow there. Walk us through that. What happened?
I'm not quite sure what happened. I seen the 96 get in a little too hot and then slide up in the wall. I didn't think I touched him or nothing, but he slid up in the wall. I was able to get underneath him, and I just feel so bad for my teammate, number 23, Todd Hook. He having a really good run going, and the 96 just got up in the wall and turned down just like anybody would do to get off of it, and Hook was right there, and it just turned him. Nowhere to go.
I had a little bit of a tough angle from my spot here in the booth, so from your vantage point, no contact there?
No, not from what I could see. If there was, it was very, very slight and not enough to really do nothing. But yeah, he just got up a little too hot, got in the wall, and really everybody was along for the ride after that.
Tell us about your race otherwise. You had to start in position number 5 tonight, and you were able to get up to third on a track where the outside was really king tonight.
Yeah, another top 3 run. I can't complain, I guess. Started 5th, and it wasn't bad. I mean, coming off of turn 2, it was really smooth and fine, but coming off of 4, there was like a motocross jump on exit. It was ridiculous, but if you could hang on to it after that, you could get a good run and sail it off into 1 and 2 on top, and nobody could really get underneath anybody else to do anything. So, luck of the draw.
Tell us about the folks that helped make it happen for you there in the 25.
All my teammates here at HRT Sim Racing, Todd Hook, Hunter Wright, Keith Hackney was actually filling in for our buddy Tim Christensen. He's working, so good run for him overall for Tim for points. Jeremy Freeman, Wesley Galtney, we all help each other so much. We're on every single night sharing setups and just racing and having a good time. Just one big family, really.
Great job tonight, and good to see you back here with us in Season 4.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hopefully get a win here soon.
All right, Jarrett Murphy comes home in position number 3 tonight. And we'll try one more time here with David Galloway, who is your race winner tonight in car 023. David, you got a copy? And I don't got anything from David that time. So my apologies, folks. We're not able to make any connection there with your winner tonight, David Galloway. But congratulations to him and the whole 023 team as they pick up a big win here tonight at the USA International Speedway. For all the news, results, point standings, you can check all of that out on our website, HDIRL.com. And if you're a USAC midget fan, we've got a big race coming up for you on June 2nd. So go to HDIRL.com and look for the information on that, because that is going to be a big one coming up on Saturday, June 2nd. So if you're a Dirt Midget fan, you're not going to want to miss that one. A big race that will be airing here on Hammer Down TV, and we're proud to be partnering with them. So with that, on behalf of Rob and Cindy Bellinger and the whole crew here at the Hammer Down iRacing League, I want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night for the 360 sprints here with the Hammer Down iRacing League. Good night, everybody.